So, as much as I really don't like to admit it, and I kind of don't, it's really kind of hard for me to come to grips with on my own. I'm homeless. I actually thought that I had things, in control, and it just turns out I really didn't. And it's a it's a very soul crushing thing to kind of come to grips with, because like now I have to, now I just kind of had to accept the fact that this is a move that I made under the idea that I had everything kind of going the way I wanted to go, and now I had to kind of just live with the consequences. And this is the consequences. I'm homeless, and I'm now sleeping in my car. And honestly, and I mean, this isn't the first time I've been homeless, but it is just kind of it does kind of hurt knowing that I tried to not be homeless, and now I am. I do have an appointment for the potential job that I'm going to be having tomorrow, because I actually came to Texas because of a job transfer that I was supposed to be having. I was working at Olive Garden, Georgia, and I tried to get the job over here. But what I didn't know was that the job transfer wasn't necessarily for getting the job as much as it was just simply getting an interview. So I have to do well on this interview in order to get the job. So, they told me come by on Friday, tomorrow, or I think it's tomorrow, and just talk to them, let them know what's up. So I'm just hoping that things go the way they should go. Uh, Another thing too. So but on the good foot, there is a silver lining. I have been training over at the Reality of Wrestling training facility. So I mean, they're apparently breaking down the area because they're going to be going to another building soon. I want to say around the end of the month or so. So it's just a matter of me simply figuring out where that new building is going to be and being able to go there. Also, I did not know, where I'm currently am right now. I couldn't even tell you. It's either Texas City, Lamarck, Houston, or Galveston. It's one of those days. Either way, anybody who could kind of help me out of the situation that I'm in is in they're an hour or so that way. So because I'm homeless right now, and I'm I'm trying to save up the money that I do have. I can't just drive back and forth between here and there to just I can't go all the way back to the certain part of Houston and then drive all the way back over here. So I'm kind of limiting myself to just this area that I'm in, so I can preserve gas and things like that. Thankfully, this area is surprisingly very it has a lot of conveniences too. It's a mall area, so there's a lot of shopping to do, which I don't really do because I don't really shop like that. But if I got hungry, there's a food place over there. There's some hotels. There's 3 hotels that I'm looking at directly right now, even though they're not cheap, bro. I go over to my Google Maps and I'm asking, hey, how much is these apartments? They say $30, $40. I go over there, it's $70, man. $70, $80, and this is just for one day, the cheapest room. It's Google Maps is betraying me too, man, because I was trying to go to a place to get my clothes washed and all the other stuff. They're oh yeah, by the way, this place is only 1.3 miles away. So I press the directions thing, and all of a sudden that 1.3 miles turned into 3.5 miles. So I'm where does 2.2 miles come from? What is going on? One thing about being hot is that I could lick my lips all day and they'll still look crusty. Yep, still crusty. And so yeah, it was just it was really frustrating. But like I said, silver lining, I do get a chance to train. I did get a chance to roll around the ring and not just do conditioning. So that was fun. This one trainer that we had the other night, he prefers to do workouts before we start rolling in the ring and stuff like that. If it was just simply rolling in the ring, I could have done that easy. You know what I mean? That's easy for me. But instead, he had us working out, and my leg locked up. And here I am, my legs locked up, but like, I'm still doing things. You know what I'm saying? I'm still doing the stuff that he needs me to do, even though my body is starting to feel tight. I'm sweating. I'm sweating probably a pool of sweat out of my face, and and I'm breathing hard. It's like this is probably I'm obviously not used to working out that intensely, so it definitely showed. So I go over to the bathroom. Like, first off, I'm drinking like a whole bunch of water. I go over to the bathroom. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and like, my stomach is tightening, so I'm thinking, okay, maybe I just gotta do one of the two. So and it's like nothing's happening. I burped a little bit, and I'm like, I'm getting ready to just go and let's get back to it, right? And that didn't happen. As soon as I was like steps away from the bathroom door, I get out, I get out of the bathroom. I'm steps away from the bathroom door, and my leg just cramps up, and I just collapse onto the floor. It was embarrassing, but it was only embarrassing for me because somebody ultimately found me over there, and basically, they basically was thinking about was just getting me some help. So there was no mockery. There was no, oh my God, you're so weak. There was none of that. It was just, let's help this guy out. Let's get this guy some water. It was really good feeling to know that I wasn't. It's really good feeling to know that this wasn't like bully boot camp or something. They saw, like, I was seen. I was seen in a worse way, and I got help. I don't really like asking for help either, because like, culturally, I was trained on the idea that people who ask for help are like terrible people, or like they're lazy or whatever. So I don't want to be that guy. I'm not lazy. I don't want people to look at me and go, oh, all he does is ask for favors and all this other stuff. So I don't like asking for help. And that's actually a really weird thing for me to admit, because for the longest time, I never really thought of it that way. But yeah, it's just like I was culturally inclined to not ask for help, and now I am asking for help. And I realize now that if I'm doing something that's too intense, I can just bow out. They won't mock me for it. They won't trash me for it. It's just I could bow out, recuperate, get myself situated, and then just get back on it. Whew, boy. I'm really nervous about today too, because if I'm not mistaken, today is one of the days where Booker actually shows up, and Lord knows I don't want to collapse like last time. That's it though, y'all. Hopefully, the next video will probably have some training footage or something. Y'all be easy. Love and peace.